Hello. Hi. Uh, Let me see, people are here. Hello. Hi, Pallavi. I can see people are joining now. Hi, hello, and good evening. This is Bhavani Balaji from Expressions Craft. Hi, Poonam. Hi, Anandya. Hi, Rashmi. Okay, so people are joining here. So, guys, please do invite your friends. So, let's have some creative fun here. So, how is your Sunday evening going on? So, invite your friends. I'll just start in few minutes. Let the people join here. Say, how was your evening today? How was Sunday? How is lockdown? So, this time is to have some creative chit chat, to get some knowledge about our new launch products. Hi, Rashmi. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'll just wait for few more seconds and then I'll dive into the video. Hi, Rani. Okay. Okay. Can I wait for few more minutes? Let other people also join here. Hi, Renu. Thank you, Rani, for sharing in your group. Hi, Sudha. Okay, today's live is all about the gilding flakes, which is a metallic flakes, and about the gilding glue. Okay, these are the gilding flakes are nothing but metallic flakes, very light feathered flakes, and this is the glue, gilding glue, which is used to stick these flakes. Okay, generally how these flakes will be, you all know and you have seen, these comes in a sheets as well as these comes in a flakes kind of things like this. Okay, and it is very, very carefully you have to work with this, like even a small breeze also makes some storm to this product, so you need to work windows shut, off, switch off your fans, switch off your window AC, everything, and then you have to work. And I know it's very difficult. It's the same for me too here. So this is the gilding flakes. Okay, so these are the three main colors which we have: gold, silver, and copper. Yeah, so these three flakes which can be used, which can be stuck with a base with the help of this gilding glue. Okay, you cannot use any other glue. You can use it, but what happens, there is a difference between the normal glue and this gilding glue. The gilding glue has the tackiness. Once after it dries, it has some tackiness to it. So the tackiness allows the gilding glue to stick on it, but the regular glue will dry. When we start and when we come to the finish, the starting point will dry, so it will be very difficult to stick the gilding flakes with the normal glue. So this glue is very, very important to stick these flakes. Otherwise, sticking these flakes will be a real headache in your projects. Okay, but this glue, if you stick it and if you don't have time also, if you leave it for 2 to 3 days also, more than that, I have kept it for 1 week or so, even then the stickiness is there. I just tested that way. So if you don't have time, you have applied it, or you want to do it next day morning, you can just apply it and you can go off. Next day morning you can come and stick your flakes and finish off your project. You know, it's that easy. It's that strong in stickiness we have in this glue. So this is very important when as far as this gilding flakes is concerned. So let me close this first and I start. Hi Jinal, hi Preeti. So what we are going to do, I'll just show you. You all know many things about this gilding glue and you may think what new she is going to teach, I mean to share. I'm not teaching, I'm just sharing, you know. There are few techniques which I found it very interesting and easy. So I just wanted to share those things with you guys. So let me share what I'm going to do first. So I have made some swatches and some samples with you previously. So I'll show you one by one. See, this is the first one which has got embossing. How we can create embossing with this gilding glue. This gilding glue is a liquid one. How we can create this? Can you see this embossed texture? How we can create that? That is one of the interesting technique which I'm going to share with you now. And it's very easy also. Okay. And this one is stamping. I have done stamping using this gilding glue only. Okay. I used this stamp to stamp it. This is my second informative technique. And this one, can you see this one? This one is gold gilding flakes and the background is embossing powder. Okay, embossing powder. This is one more technique and this is like glitters. This is copper gilding flakes and the background has got two shades of glitter. Can you see this? Isn't it gorgeous? I love this one. And this one is a free form. These two are free form. Just if you are a free form artist, you can just draw with your free brushes, you know, with a glue, and whatever you want you can make it. These two are the basics. And you can ask where we can stick, on what basis this will stick. It will stick on any base, be it a you know, cardstock, canvas, wood, you know, the plastic, metal, terracotta, even on fabrics also. But those fabrics cannot be washed. Okay, for decorative purposes you can use it, but you cannot wash that only on the fabrics. Okay, so these are the things. And see, the center one I have used deco stones, so it sticks on the deco stones as well. Okay, so it's a multi surface thing that you can use it. And this one I just picked this background with the leftovers on my table. And this one is resist. You can see how this gilding flakes is resisting the background. You know, these are the simple backgrounds. This you can you know, put it in your die cut machine and make some beautiful dies, you know, die cuts, and you can stick that in your projects as well. If you have some wastage, just apply the glue and take all the things, just put it in your die cut machine and create your own design. So in that way also it's very, very easy. So isn't it interesting? Okay, so all these things I'm just going to show you one by one, and I think something informative, isn't it? And also I will show you one more thing. And this also can be stuck on chipboards as well. You can stick it on the molds, anywhere it is possible to stick. So let's see one by one. Let's start with a embossing technique which I showed you here, and that embossing is very easy. Okay, for that you need dimensional heavy gel. Okay, this is dimensional heavy gel from Emix collection, Expressions Craft. So we have this in 300 grams and 150 grams as well. So this is the base for this, and yeah, I'll take any plastic sheet. Take a little bit of glue, and see, this dimensional heavy gel is very thick in consistency, and see, it is very thick. So that's why it's heavy. Okay, see, it holds its peak, right? Okay, so I'm taking very little. And if you have any questions, doubts, just please pass it here if possible. Meanwhile, I'll answer. Okay, only this much is enough. And I'm taking my gilding glue. Okay, this is actually 60 ml water based, so you need not worry about it. Only thing is that whatever the tools that you are using, you have to, am I clear? Okay, you have to wash it immediately. Maybe it's your stencil or your brushes or whatever it is. You know, it's already a thick glue. I have finished, I think. Yeah. Okay, little bit of glue. Just mix it. Okay, you will get some paste kind of mixture here, so that you can use it on your stencils. See, I have some stencils to show you. This is like there are some new stencils I've uploaded in website, like more than 60 designs are there, and in chipboards we have recently uploaded more than 150 designs. Please do check whenever you find time and if you need. Okay, so this is the motif mandala. Let me take any other stencil, anything which is easy, like this one, cards, play cards. This one is Cosmos. These are all perfect for your you know, art journals. And this one, Lotus. Lotus is my favorite one. You know, the leaves, and a few more stencils are there, but I have only these things with me, so let me know which one I can use. And this cutlery one. Okay, let me use this this one, this flower. Okay, okay, so anything, any stencil which you have, you can use it. What I'm going to do, just apply it like how you apply your general texture paste. The same way you just have to apply it. If you want a thicker layer, just apply thick layer. Don't wipe off everything. Just apply a thicker layer. That's it. Okay. Let's see how crisp you got the image, right? So this is how you can create your own customized embossing gilding paste. Okay. Only thing that you need is that, of course, you need this glue. Whenever you are going to buy this gilding flakes, you have to buy this glue, and its dimensional heavy gel is very, very good gel. Okay, you can stick all your embellishments, like metal embellishments, chipboard embellishments, whatever the embellishments, you know, it will stick and will not come out. You know, it's that strong one. Okay, so those who have used it already, they know that the quality. Okay, so only thing is that you have to clean your stencils or whatever you are using immediately, otherwise it will stick, or put it in a this thing. Okay, I'll just keep this aside. Okay, now so let it dry for some time. Okay, finally we can come to this. You can use your heat tool, but I feel rather than using heat tool, it is always good to use air dry. You know, sometimes it is okay, but I prefer air dry. Okay, I'll just show you what I have created. See this one? This one is created with this kind of technique only. embossing. Okay, I have used the mandala stencil, mandala motif, which I've shown here now, that one. So I'm just slightly, due to the time constraint, I'm just showing this, doing this. Otherwise, if you're doing it your home, just give a curing time, which is very much important. Okay, I'm drying it semi-dry. Okay. Okay. Let it be. Okay. What I'm going to do, just let it be. Later on I can come back to this. I'll take another cardstock. I'll show you one more technique. Okay. What you do, just take your gilding glue again, little bit, and this is normal water. Just spritz some water over it. Okay. Take your brush, mix this with your brush. Oh my god, my brush is not good. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, we are going to I don't mind about that black one. Anyways, I'm going to put my flakes above this. So never mind. That's it. Okay. Let me create two backgrounds like this. One I'm creating in black, another one I'm creating in white. Am I clear? I'm just am I in right position to show you, because I can't see. If I'm moving out of the focus, please do let me know. Just why I'm applying water to this, you know, that may be your question. Okay, to avoid the brush strokes only. See, once it is drying, it is giving brush strokes. To avoid brush strokes, I'm just diluting it little bit. Okay. So this one, you can see, is drying very fast. Hello. You can share your ideas also. If you know any other techniques, please do share with me. We will also try that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my stencil, any stencil. Just let me know what stencil I can use. Can I use lotus one? Okay. What you do is just fix your lotus stencil, any stencil maybe. Okay, fix it here. Okay, what happens? It sticks to the stencil. Okay. You don't want to wait long time. See, for this I didn't wait for long time. Only for this embossing you need to wait. Okay, otherwise for all the other things you can straight away just go ahead with the glue. Okay, the glue will immediately dry. See here, the tackiness is there. Immediately they will dry. So now I am taking silver. Okay, I'll keep it here. I'm taking silver flakes. Just apply generously. Trust me, you have to work it without AC, without air condition. Okay, it is not that only one color you can use multiple of colors, I mean all the 3 mixed colors. Okay, 2 colors, however you feel like you can do. Just spread it nicely so that you don't leave any area without filling. Okay. Now just remove the excess. If I'm going out of the coverage area, please do let me know. I'll just come back. I know it's a messy one. And what you have to do is that wipe off. This brushing is very important. Okay, after you finish applying your gilding glue, this brushing is very, very important. Only this will give you the neat finish. Any soft brush you can use, any soft sponge you can use. I prefer brush only. Don't use toothbrush or any harsh brush. That will, you know, sometimes degrade your, lower the quality of the gilding glue. Okay, now just tap off the excess. You know, when I'm working yesterday, I was full of my face, my hands was full of gold and copper and silver only, you know. So keep this away, and now you can remove your, see the beautiful design. Isn't it beautiful, girls? How quick and beautifully you have made a background, beautiful background. Yeah, this is good for card making. This is good for any, you know, if you're doing any journals in the corners you can make, or even for your layouts, you know, anything. But card making is its very good choice. And what I'm going to do, you can see still the leftover area is there. In that area you can either apply embossing powder or you can apply glitters. So now you tell me, what is your choice, glitters or embossing powder? Shall I go with glitters? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with glitters. Oh my God, if I have any. Okay, I'll just take this and put the glitters. Actually, this glitter, I did think so, doesn't suit well. I'll take this. Excuse me, no helping hands for me. So this is how the background is looking. Actually, I have chosen the wrong glitter, I guess. Can you see that's glitter and the lotus design? Can you see that? On MDF it is same. It is same how you are using it on the cardstock or how you are using it, you know. It is same as the same procedure. You can proceed with MDF. Okay. There is no special procedure. So this is how I have created the glitters, the background with glitters. And see these two are the same technique. Okay. Hope you like this. Okay. So next I have prepared already one more background also, you remember. So let me go with another stencil. Maybe this one. Some of the design, this one will be better, I guess. Okay. Just keep it here. Don't dilute it too much, otherwise the stickiness will not be there. So when you are diluting, just dilute very little. This is just to avoid the brush strokes. Okay, I'm using gold and copper together. I'm going to use this. And it's actually a messy job. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Designs is visible. Okay. Now again go with your brush. So this brushing is very, very important. Let's take this. You can see how beautiful it is, right? Gold, copper together. Get it like this. And in the background again you can use embossing powder, same as how I used the glitters. Yeah. What these gold and copper? These are gilding flakes. Yes, Rani is answering. Yes, right. So this is how you will get it. And you can now use embossing powder. You don't want to put again embossing glue or anything like that. I'll just show you in 1/2. Whatever the embossing powder that you have, you can use it. I'm just using it, the pink color, which is near me. Okay. Just wipe off. off, otherwise it may stick. Okay, so as usual you have to heat this, heat set it. Yes, all these products are available at expressionscraft.in. If you are in India, you can buy in expressionscraft.in website, or if you are in any international customer, then you can go to .com website, expressionscraft.com. Just 2 minutes or so. Actually, I have applied the glue very less, so the gilding flakes have not stuck properly. Otherwise, it will look like this. After drying, it will look like this. I have tapped off the excess. Only a little bit of embossing powder is here. That's enough for us, just for the back end. This is the idea to show you how you can use one glue. You know, this glue you can use with multiple products, you know, which is available with us. So that's the idea of this live. It's not only for sticking only the flakes. No, it is like you can use multiple things. You can use it embossing powder, you can use glitters, and so on. I think it melted. Okay, so now you can see. Isn't it gorgeous? The combination is beautiful, right? Yes, I like it. And this one is the red and gold combination with some other stencil. And this one is glitter effect. Maybe some other color would have looked better. Okay, so let's move on to another technique. Next is like what we can do. Yeah, one thing I will tell you. Take your glue again. Let me do some freehand designs. And you know, you can, I told you that you can use it on your molds. This is not a mold, this is my hand carved fish. Mold you can use it. On molds you can use it, and on chipboards. Definitely yes, you can use it on chipboards. Yes, that is also I will show you. See, on molds, simply just apply the glue. Actually, the thing is, I don't have any molds, hardly I have. So, and see, any chipboards you can put any of their texture paste here, and then allow it to dry. Then above it also, if any sand texture paste is there, then you can allow it to dry, and then you can put this gilding flake. So what happens? It looks some heavier texture. So the idea is that. Okay, so, and I'll take one more cardstone. what I'm going to do, I'm just roughly giving some strokes. Just rough strokes, very light. I'm taking very light glitter glue. Okay, very light strokes I have given. Now what I can do, see, I'm going to pick the wastage. You can take any of your cardstock like this, just apply the glue and pick the wastage like this, so that what happens, you don't waste that. You can use it for any die cutting thing, or just for backgrounds, just for tags, you can use this. So just apply very little glue only. Okay, I'm just taking off the excess whatever I have in my tray. Okay, so in that way you won't feel that, oh, we are wasting some little gilding flakes. No, you don't waste even a bit of it if you do so like this. To save these backgrounds, again you can use it for, as I told you can use it for anything like cardstock or die cut things or anything like that. You can make it instantly. You can make a, again same thing. What you have to do, just you have to wipe off. Okay. The same thing you can do with this fish. I'll do this as a golden fish. Take generously, and if any remaining is there, you can put back into your container. Yeah, bookmarks, yeah, whatever you want you can make it. You don't want to waste it actually, that is the idea. See, and then just brush off. This brushing is very, very important, you know. That is what will reveal your textures or whatever you have given in your base. See, a beautiful goldfish is ready now. Brush it as much as possible. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm loving it. So wherever the spots is left out, you can again apply the glue, and again you can put the flakes. You can continue. Maybe it's just like this. Spot correction is always possible. Isn't it a goldfish? You can just simply keep it as a you know, decorative piece, which is going to look beautiful, isn't it? I'm loving it. Oh my god. So this one, the same way, the chipboard, just I'm showing you when what kind of materials, I mean bases you can use. You can use it on any bases, like as I mentioned earlier. Just apply. I have not done any texture, but I just want it to be like this. When you're doing, you just do it very slowly, neatly. As this is live, I don't want to take much of your time. I'm just rushing it with the things. Okay. how beautiful and gorgeous. It's revealing its beauty, right? See the skulls. I have golden hands now. Golden and copper hands. Isn't it beautiful, gorgeous? Yes. Yeah. You can use soft toothbrush. Yes, you can try. But what you know, don't use any harsh tools. That is what the idea is. And see this embossing one, which one I have done. Can you see that embossed thing? It's not flat. It is embossed. Can you see that raised thing? Can you see? Can you see anyone? Can you see yes or no? See, it is raised. Like how you apply a gel medium and allow it to dry, it will give some raised effect. Like so, the same thing is here. Yes. So again, the same thing. There is no difference in this. The difference is all what you are going to do, how you are going to do. The entire difference is there only. So just taking a little more. I'm not seeing any color combinations or anything. See. I will get an embossed effect. First you have to apply generously and then only you have to brush it. See how it is revealing, beautifully comes out, right? Yes, 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 yes. It's done. Yes, it's done. Remaining these things and all, you can take some normal brush, clear brush, and then you can wipe off the excess from the sides. But I'm just showing you this much. Isn't it gorgeous, girls? And can you see that embossed look, how beautiful and crisp it is, right? Okay. So these are some basic techniques that you can try, and always you have some kind of this cardstock, because once after I started doing only, I realized that few things like this it's getting wasted. You know, it's very hard to put back into the container, because you know, again it will start sticking into the container which you are using, like whatever it is, plastic or anything. So it's always better to have a base like this. Just grab off whatever you have on your plate. Okay, this serves as a beautiful background. Just put a simple sentiment, it's done, right? Yeah. So I think I'm covering better knowledge for you, and these are the things, and yeah, these are the possibilities which we have done right now. And what, see, this is also this done in the same way, like how I picked my excess waste, you know, the same way I have picked this. Okay, and this one is freehand one. Freehand is nothing but the same thing which I have to do, but you just draw with any flowers or any, just round with your brush, whatever it is, you know, that is what is freehand. And you can create a background design, or you know, if you are doing a journal or you want to just scribble or anything, just scribble it and put your even your signature also, you can just put it in your brush and then apply some gold or silver or copper, and it looks gorgeous in your art journals. Or just like a card, it's beautiful. Just a tag, you know, anything is perfect. Okay, So I don't want to again do this same thing only, you know, I think. Okay, the one thing I can do now is resist. How this is resisting this gold flakes, or these flakes resist. Okay, that we can do. What we can do for that, just take the little bit of glue, just apply randomly here and there. Enough, just little bit, not much. See, only a little bit is enough. Again, go with a little bit of gold, little bit of silver. It's too much. Handling this is, you know, it's tough. And some gold. I'm just going very fast because I just wanted to finish this. So when you're doing, you just do very neatly, pick up whatever you want, just a little. Am I in focus? Because many times I go out of focus. After I do my live only, I realize that, oh, I have gone out of focus in this part. So whenever I'm going out of focus, please do let me know. I'll come back. Okay. So just whatever the base that we had, you know, just you can pick it up like this. And let's see how this resists the sprays. And also this is one of the best beautiful idea. Okay, let me see, any sprays that you have, water-based spray that you can take. So I'm taking metallic spray from Emix, raw olivine peacock feathers. I have a few shades with me. Okay, let me see, I'll just keep it somewhere. So if I have some water, I can allow it to spread. Just spread off the excess. That's it. Okay. So take off the excess now. See, as I put too much of water, all the other surfaces have diluted. So if I want any darker color again, I can go with that. So this is a see, you can see that this spray is actually not gone into the gilding flakes. The gilding flakes remains the same. The gilding flakes, the gold, the copper, the silver, all the shine remains the same. Only the background, it has captured the color. So this way you can make nice beautiful backgrounds with your sprays. Okay, even I have tried with acrylic paints. If you dilute the acrylic paints will not stick on this. This is how I have tried the acrylic paints. See, the outline and all I have drawn with the acrylic paint only. Let's see, let's try whether it is coming out with water or not. Let's see. See, now see the background. This is how I created this background. Instead of rough drawing, I mean rough applying, I just applied with the stencil. That's the difference. See, you can see here. Okay, and this is also one of the background which I created the same way as like this. Okay, isn't it interesting? This technique is very interesting, right? Yes, yes, Neha. I just actually this technique was introduced to me by Sneha only. Yes, I'm loving this. Okay, so then you can actually use your distress inks on the corners or whatever it is and use as a tag, use as a bookmark, use as a card, whatever you like. See, this one outline I have used the acrylic paint. Let's test it. Okay, this is normal water. Let's test it whether it is coming out. See, it is coming out. See, in this area, can you see, girls? Can you see clearly? If I apply too much of water and I just rub it off, they are coming out. Okay, not everything, to some extent they are coming out, but still nothing happened to the gold flakes. The gold flakes remains the same, the shine remains the same, everything remains the same. It states that it is a reflector. It will resist any paints or anything. That is what I have come to the conclusion. Okay, so but you can draw. See, like how I have drawn, you can draw, but it makes sure that you don't put water after that. Okay, with Indian ink also you can give some outlines. With any concentrated watercolor ink you can just put outline, but I don't think so the watercolor ink will work. Okay, acrylic inks you can try. Okay, so what, so am I clear? I'm just have I given you a good amount of idea? What have I shared you the right techniques with you? Okay, so see the backgrounds and the embossing technique, the glitter technique. Okay, one glue but multiple uses. That is what the idea is. And this one is taking over the left out, and this one is like this one is a freehand drawing. I just scribbled with a brush and then I have concluded with this. And this one is like, wait, I'm full of glitters here. See, this one is embossing. I love this technique. I love it. See that it is beautifully done, as we have used some embossing thing, you know, embossing folder or something like that. It is beautiful. Okay, so then one more technique which we can try now is, yeah, these, my fish turned into golden fish. The stamping. Let's see, stamping. Yes, I have some glue here. What you do, just spread your glue here. Just spread it like this. Okay, on the surface. Take your stamp, place it just like how you do on your ink pads. Okay. Yes, Anja, your parcel is on the way. So, same way, take it. Just okay. This you can use it like a background this is how you will get it. You don't apply glue on the stamp. Okay, apply on a surface and then pick that glue. This is how you can get a crisp stamping. Okay, I think enough. Okay, let's see again how the image turned into. Let me use some. See, immediately right after stamping, I'm using it. I'm not waiting for anything, because the very little glue is there, so it will dry off immediately. Am I out of focus? I always worry about that. See, any stamp you can use it. Use it as the way that I have shown. So what you will get a very crisp image. Okay, I'll put all these things back. Oh my God. Now brush off the excess. See, nicely wipe off the excess. Wow, yes. See this, girls. I am just running like anything. I'm not doing very neatly. When you are doing at your home, you just do it very neatly. See how crisp the stamping is, right? There is no smudging or anything. If you do this way, you will get clear, crisp stamping. If you put your glue on the stamp, you will never get it. Okay, some cloggings will be there, but you try this method, you will definitely get it. Okay, is it interesting? Yeah. So yeah, this is the only one technique which I left to show you. Mostly I have finished all, I guess, and I will just show you one more time all the techniques. So hope this session was very interesting and useful. How about you girls? Leave me some feedback, so it will be interesting for me to know that. I have to very gentle with the brush. No need to be very gentle with the brush. No, just rub. Be harsh. No problem. See, I'll do it once for you. Just do it like this. Don't be very soft or something like that. No, it will not happen. Just go fast. See, just go like this. Nothing will happen. The more you brush, the more beautiful you are going to get the image. Okay, that is what it is. It is all about you. If you do not do the brushing neatly, you are not going to get the image crisp. See, after brushing also I am getting this much. The more you brush, the more beautiful and clear the image is going to be. Actually, my hands are very. See. You don't need to be very soft handling. No, not at all required. And then any questions? You have to remove the excess flakes, brush it out. Yes, brush it out. So this is one technique I have shown, the embossing one. The same technique which I have tried on this canvas. The center one is like glass nuggets. Even on this, you apply the glue. Okay, this is the glass nuggets. You apply the glue and apply the gold flakes. It is possible, it will stick. And the sides, the sides are all deco stones. You know what deco stones? If you are new to this expressions craft, just know this is deco stones, which we have in 4 sizes: mini, micro, mega and medium. Okay, those things also it will stick. See, I have just used the deco stones here. Okay, and this is lifesaver actually, you know. Wherever, yeah, here also I have used the center, the same thing only I have used, deco stones. And see this one is just like yeah, this one is just a simple decor, you know, any of the corner you can just place this. I feel this is nice, this is good. This I have done on a chipboard. Okay, this is the chipboard, and I'll show you the chipboard also. Yeah, this is lily bloom chipboard. With this only I have made these flowers. Okay, just make your own designs. With the chipboards it is possible to make beautiful designs. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. And this one you have seen long back, I have posted this one. This is just a free form mixed media, you know. I have just used the glass glitter beads, the glass beads, my glass beads gel medium here, and all these peaks are with Ice and Snow texture paste. Ice and Snow paste is one of the bestest paste that you will ever get it, you know. Do try, if you have not, definitely give a try with Ice and Snow texture paste. It is beautiful for anything. Okay, and all the corners and sides I have used the new launch glitter paste, you know, just to give a beautiful glittery look. Okay, the wherever the glitters are there, those are all glitter paste, and some rhinestones I have just stuck with some metallic touches. Okay, this is also, it's not a, it's purely mixed media, like no embellishments, nothing, just go with your mood. That's how I have went through this. So I think I have given you very informative session was this, right? So tell me which one is your favorite, girls. I will just take 5 more minutes of yours and I will see the comments, and if any one of you have any question, please do let me know. I'll just take 5 more minutes. Okay, anything, any questions? If you have any questions, please do ask me. I'm here to clear. Okay, wait for our DTs. They are also going to show you beautiful techniques with you, and which one is your favorite technique, please do let me know. And all are very easy. Do try this beautiful product, you know. You will get it everywhere, but to my suggestion and my, you know, opinion, these are of very good quality. I have tried and I have shown you also how beautiful they are. And the gilding glue, I will tell you, my gilding glue is one of the bestest gilding glue, you know. It is superb gilding glue. And don't forget to try dimensional heavy gel. Okay, if not for this embossing technique, generally this dimensional heavy gel is one of the beautiful texture gel medium, which holds superb strong your metal embellishments. Any, if it is sticking metal embellishments, then what not it will stick, everything it will stick, right? So do try this dimensional heavy gel. And we have lots and lots of chipboard embellishments in our website. Just few I have in my hand, I'm just showing you. So do try our chipboard embellishments, do try our stencils, metallic paints, and so on is there. Do try along with these. So let me know. I am seeing yes, resistant embossed flower one. Yes, thank you, Sneha. Yes, even I like the effect outcome, you know. Yeah, okay girls, thank you. It was a very nice live session. I'm really happy that everything has turned out very well, and I have given some good information about the you know, the flakes and the gilding glue. So hope you will try, and hop into our website www.expressionscraft.in if you are in India, and if you are in any other part of the world, www.expressionscraft.com is the website where you can buy these products. Can you explain how did you do the fish? This fish is like a normal one the kids will do. Same thing, you know, with chalk powder I did this. Okay. I like the effect after this fish is this golden look. After this golden look, I love this fish. It turns into beautiful. Yes. Thank you, girls. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me. And it was a great live, I guess. And if you have any other comments, do post it here below. I will definitely answer you once after this live. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day.